Well, hey there, green thumbs and budding gardeners. Chris Cavalinas here, and welcome back to Midwest Gardening for Health, where we dig deep into all things gardening and plant the seeds for a healthier life. Today, we're sowing the secrets to starting seeds like a pro. Whether you're a seasoned grower or just sprouting your gardening journey, I've got you covered. So grab your gloves, get your hands a little dirty, and let's turn up the fun while we kickstart a garden that'll have you reaping the rewards all season long. Don't forget to let us know what you're growing in the comments and hit that like and subscribe button to keep growing with us. Now let's dig into this video. So I had talked about this a little bit last year, but I keep my seeds in a photo album organizer or a photo organizer. And I've actually organized the seeds in order of when they'll be planted. So I actually just reorganized those because I wanted to have them in that order, because previously I had tried to kind of keep them in what I thought was organized by type, whereas some items such as flowers may not be planted at the same time, and same with vegetables. And so I found that I was flipping back and forth, so now I have them organized in date order, so that's much better. And then our soil. So with soil, you'll see I'm using some soil that I had left over from last year, and it is quite dry. So when the soil becomes dry, it becomes hydrophobic, so it doesn't want to absorb water very easily initially. So what you would want to do with this is you would want to give it kind of a pre-soak. So we will just add some water to that and let it kind of absorb there. We would mix that up once that has set for a little bit. So we'll set this aside. And we will use this that is already set up. And so this soil is already been moistened and set up for use. And then we have our seed trays, which we just filled with the soil. And then we have our tray here underneath the bin, and that will allow us to water from the bottom. So the water will wick up into the soil so that our seeds will develop roots, and the roots will go down to search for the water versus kind of staying at the surface. And so we have a dowel here to put holes in each little cell, and you can certainly use your finger. There's no reason that you have to have a dowel. But so we will put little holes in here. And then for the celery seeds, we want to plant those approximately a ½ inch below the soil. And then for our pepper plants, we'll have those at also a ½ inch. The onions will want to be a little bit deeper at a full inch. And then for the flowers, they will all be a ½ inch in depth. So basically just kind of covering the seeds. But then the zinnia, those are the only ones that are going to be different from the ones we're planting right now. And those want to be deep at 2 to 3 inches. Let me interrupt this video to dive into some of the details. Always look at the planting instructions on your seed packet. They'll outline the specifics for the seed and variety you're planting. If you're planting onions as I am here, there are 3 types of onions, and choosing the right type for your region is key to getting a great harvest. I've selected a few varieties of long and neutral day onions based on my growing conditions here in southern Illinois, which is zone 7A. We have long day onions. These need 14 to 16 hours of daylight to form bulbs. They're best suited for northern regions, so you'd want to think of zones 6 and colder. These are a great option if you live in the Midwest or anywhere with long summer days. Popular varieties would include Walla Walla, yellow sweet Spanish, and red Weathersfield. There are short day onions. They only need 10 to 12 hours of daylight to bulb. They're perfect for southern regions, zones 7 and warmer. They start forming bulbs earlier in the season, making them great for areas with mild winters. Popular varieties include Texas 1015, Vidalia, and Red Creole. And then you have neutral day onions, also called intermediate day onions. These are a versatile type of onion that form bulbs when exposed to 12 to 14 hours of daylight. That's right between the short day and the long day onions. They're ideal for gardeners in zones 5 through 7, making them a great choice for many parts of the Midwest, central U.S., and even some southern regions. Some popular neutral day onion varieties include candy onion, red candy apple, superstar white onion, and Sierra Blanca. If you're unsure whether long day or short day onions suit your climate, neutral day onions give you more flexibility and higher chances of success no matter where you're gardening. Plus, they often grow larger bulbs than short day onions while maturing faster than long day onions. Now, adding flowers to your vegetable garden isn't just for looks. The blooms serve a purpose. They attract pollinators, deter pests, and even help improve soil health. Here are some powerhouse flower seeds I'm planting today for my garden. First is milkweed. This flower is essential for the monarch butterflies because their caterpillars only eat milkweed. They attract tons of pollinators to improve fruit and vegetable production, as well as beneficial insects that attack aphids. Some species are drought tolerant, making them low maintenance. Then we have marigolds. They are a natural pest repellent for so many, including nematodes, which are tiny soil pests, aphids, cabbage worm, cucumber beetles, squash bugs, and even the rabbits dislike them. They release chemicals that suppress harmful soil-borne diseases and come in a variety of vibrant colors, bringing in pollinators like bees and butterflies. Sweet alyssum. This acts as a living mulch, which keeps the soil cool and reduces weeds. It attracts beneficial insects like hoverflies and ladybugs, which eat the aphids, as well as parasitic wasps to combat the tomato hornworm. Sweet alyssum has a lovely honey-like fragrance that makes the garden even more inviting. Then we have zinnias. They have a long-lasting bloom that attracts butterflies, bees, hummingbirds, and predatory wasps. They deter tomato hornworms and cucumber beetles. They're easy to grow and thrive in hot summer weather. This provides a continuous supply of cut flowers for your home as well. And finally, cosmos produces tons of nectar, making it a pollinator magnet. They are drought tolerant and grow well in poor soil. This is perfect for low maintenance gardening and come in a variety of colors to brighten up any garden space. By planting a mix of these flowers alongside your veggies, you're cultivating a healthy, thriving garden that supports beneficial insects and boosts your overall yields. What flowers are you adding to your garden this season? Let me know in the comments. Now back to the video. And then we will get our seeds. And I found that I did not necessarily utilize the super hot peppers that I planted last year. So we're going to, this year, just kind of focus on the jalapeno, which I really like. The banana peppers, and then the sweet peppers, because I did use all of those last year. And of course, when you're growing, you want to make sure that you use and enjoy what you get from your garden. So again, the pepper seeds are just a 1/2 inch. For a second, I thought I didn't have any in there. So I'm gonna put 2 or 3 seeds per cell, just so that we know for germination, because sometimes seeds don't germinate. And then one thing I did forget to grab were markers for our seeds, so we know what's in each cell. So I'm just gonna have to remember for now. So that'll be my jalapeno. And then our banana peppers. And then in my garden center behind me, seed starting center, I have heat mats and grow lights. And so once these are in here, we will water the cells again. Now that we've pre-moistened the soil, they will uptake the water better. We'll make sure there's water underneath to soak up from the bottom. We'll cover with our humidity dome, place them on the heat mats, and wait for them to sprout. And here it is. My little armies waiting to sprout and fill the garden. Well, my fellow garden growers, that's a wrap for today's seed starting adventure. I hope you're feeling rooted in your confidence and ready to watch your garden dreams blossom. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to dig that like button, subscribe for more gardening goodness, and share your seed starting success in the comments. And always, I'm sending peace, love, and light to you, your garden, and all those you hold dear. Until next time, happy planting, and ta-ta for now. Bam!